Hey there, and welcome to the Daily Manchester United News Show. Let's dive into today's top stories. Casemiro believes Rasmus Hojlund will be a great player for Man United. Manchester United midfielder Casemiro has said that Rasmus Hojlund can be a great player for the Red Devils with his huge potential. The Denmark international joined United in a big money move from Atalanta over the summer, and he has since scored 6 goals across all competitions. 5 of those came in the Champions League group stage. His solitary Premier League goal came in the recent 3-2 comeback win over Aston Villa at home. Speaking to the club's media, Casemiro has now said that Hojlund is learning his trade and one can't expect him to score 30 odd goals in a single season. He said, at the end of the day, he is just a kid, so we shouldn't be putting a lot of pressure on him. A lot of people think that he should be coming in and scoring 30 odd goals right away. The Brazilian added that the Dane is definitely playing better in every game and feels he will be a great player and could define an era at United. He added, he is still young and this is his first season in the Premier League. He is definitely playing better in every game and he is working really hard. Rasmus is a dedicated lad and he is keen to kick on. He will be a great player for this club and with the ambitions he has, he could define an era at Manchester United. Hojlund has had a tough introduction to the Premier League football, but he will be relieved to have ended his goal drought against Villa last month. The 6 feet and 3 inches star missed the recent league defeat at Nottingham Forest due to illness, but he should be back in the squad to face Wigan Athletic. United travel to the DW Stadium for the FA Cup third round tie tomorrow night. The game offers the perfect opportunity for Hojlund to get among the goals. The Red Devils need the Dane in good scoring form in the back end of the season if they want to close the 9-point deficit to the final Champions League spot. Everton want to pip Sevilla to the loan signing of Manchester United midfielder Hannibal Mejbri. Everton have joined the race to sign Manchester United attacking midfielder Hannibal Mejbri on loan this month, according to Fabrizio Romano. Sevilla want to bring the Tunisia international to La Liga until the end of the season and have already entered into talks with the representatives of the 20-year-old. However, the Toffees are looking to pip them to his services, while Freiburg and Lyon are also monitoring the situation. Everton have contacted Man United over a deal, but it's up to Mejbri to decide where he wants to spend the second half of the season. The youngster opted against going to the Africa Cup of Nations this month to seal a loan move away from the Old Trafford club and start playing immediately. Remaining in the Premier League could appeal to Mejbri, but whether he will get enough game time at Everton remains to be seen. The Goodison Park club are fighting for survival after they were docked 10 points following a breach of the Premier League's profitability and sustainability rules. The decision is under appeal, and the Man United attacker has a chance to prove himself at a big club under their current circumstances. Mejbri has featured in 9 games across all competitions for the Red Devils this term, starting 4 times and weighing in with a goal. However, he needs to keep playing regularly for his progress and development to continue, and a move to Everton could do him a world of good. He was with Birmingham City last term on loan in the Championship, contributing 5 assists and a goal in 38 league games. While he has not reached the same heights with Man United this term, the potential is there given his huge talent. The reason behind the delay in Jadon Sancho's loan move to Borussia Dortmund. Manchester United want to save face in a loan deal for Jadon Sancho to go back to his former club Borussia Dortmund, hence the delay in the deal. It has been reported that the English winger's move back to Dortmund was imminent, but now it seems the transfer could take a while longer. The 23-year-old has also allegedly reached an agreement with the Bundesliga club, but he is still waiting for the green light from the Old Trafford outfit. Sky Sports in Germany report that there is still no final agreement between the two clubs, and Borussia's sports director, Sebastian Kehl, remains in contact with United to try and find a final breakthrough. According to Sky's information, a purchase option is no longer the decisive point, as it definitely won't happen, as Sancho moved to United for 85 million euros and is still at 40 to 45 million euro in the summer's value in the books. A purchase option would then have to be between 40 and 45 million euros. That's not affordable for Dortmund anyway. Moreover, the Red Devils would also not entertain selling the player for less than this. Therefore, a straight loan seems the most realistic solution to Sancho's situation. According to Sky Germany's information, they basically agree on the general conditions. 3.5 million euros is the overall package. The real holdup is there are a lot of things going on in the background that don't necessarily revolve around hard facts and figures, but also about how you can get out of this thing while saving face. As is typical in transfers, all sides want to have appear to have won the deal and come out with positive PR, and it seems this is the case here. Sky Sports reporter Patrick Berger claims that United have no time pressure to complete the deal, but Dortmund are still optimistic a loan can happen in the not too distant future. He said the following: the transfer thumb is currently around 70% and could approach 100% in the next 24 hours. But Manchester United is in no hurry anyway. It doesn't matter to them whether it takes another week or 10 days. Manchester United are poised to sign Javi Guerra for 40 million euros this month, Spanish outlet claims. A new report from Spain suggests that a January move for Valencia's brilliant young midfielder, Javi Guerra, may be on the cards for Manchester United after all. There has been much speculation in recent weeks about United's interest in Guerra, but a report, new contract with a release clause of 100 million euros, made that little more than a pipe dream, at least in this window. However, the financial problems dogging Valencia mean that they have to be realistic, and according to BNNBreaking.com, despite a hefty 100 million euros release clause in his contract, Valencia has valued Guerra at a more approachable 40 million euros. That outlet notes that despite this more realistic figure, the player wants to see out the season on the Costa Blanca, and United are in no position to move. El Nacional have a different story to tell, however. According to the outlet, it's farewell to Valencia for 40 million euros without Baraja being able to do anything Manchester United pays. The Catalonian outlet insists that at this price, Valencia can see a star saying goodbye and without them being able to do anything to prevent it. They also claim that despite interest from Chelsea, Arsenal, Atletico Madrid, Barcelona, Real Madrid, and Borussia Dortmund, Manchester United are the team that insists the most on taking the Spanish under 21 international, and with immediate effect. They desperately need to improve the engine room, and the 20-year-old crack is one of the most convincing alternatives in terms of value for money. That is why they have started the first contact and will try to convince him by promising him that he will be very important in their plans, in addition to guaranteeing him a very high salary. The outlet believes United would guarantee Guerra a starting berth, something few of his other suitors can match. It's an exciting spin on the story for United fans, but logic would suggest there might only be some truth to it if Casemiro, for example, were to move on this month and need replacing. Failing that, it's hard to see where United would get 40 million euros from, even if that is, indeed, the de facto release clause. Manchester United prepared to offer Aaron Wan-Bissaka as make way to sign Crystal Palace forward Michael Olise. Manchester United are hoping a cash plus player offer will boost their chances of persuading Crystal Palace to sell Michael Olise to them in the summer. According to the Daily Star, the Red Devils are keen on the France Youth International and are willing to include Aaron Wan-Bissaka as a make-weight. The fullback is still admired by his old club, but Man United recently triggered the option to activate a 12-month extension in his contract, which keeps him at the Old Trafford club until 2025. Wan-Bissaka joined the Red Devils from Palace in June 2019 in a £50 million deal, but has been in and out of the starting 11 since then. The 26-year-old has started 11 out of the 15 games he has featured in this term, but Man United are open to letting him go if they can get Olise in return. Red Devils manager Erik ten Hag wants to strengthen his attack following their struggles in front of goal this season, and the Palace star has been identified as a top target by Sir Jim Ratcliffe's team. The 22-year-old has 5 goals and an assist in 9 league games in 23-24. Winning aerial duels and tackling are his weaknesses, but his top-notch ability when it comes to crossing, playing key passes, taking set pieces, dribbling, direct free kicks, holding on to the ball, and overall defensive contribution are qualities that have attracted Man United. Olise also brings versatility to the table and can drift in and play as a striker at times. Manchester City manager Pep Guardiola was blown away with his display against his side back in March, with the Catalan dubbing him Wilfred Zaha and Easy incredible strikers after a game. The Red Devils are ready to sacrifice Wan-Bissaka for his services, and it's worth it given his huge potential and qualities. Michael Antonio says £42 million player should join Man United if he can't sign for Juventus. Calvin Phillips needs a move this month. The £42 million has been struggling for minutes at Manchester City pretty much ever since he joined the Premier League champions, and now he's been linked with a move away. 3 of the sides linked with a move for Phillips as of late have been Newcastle, Juventus, and Manchester United. And speaking on the Footballers Football podcast, Michael Antonio has been discussing where Phillips should move. Antonio is of the opinion that Phillips should join Juventus, but if he doesn't get the chance to make that move, he should join Manchester United, and then his third choice would be Newcastle. Antonio was asked, Newcastle, Manchester United, and Juventus have all been linked with Calvin Phillips. Where do you think he should move? Phillips said, For me, I'm going to Juventus. After Juventus, it would be Man United, and then it would be for the Magpies. That's from me. From a personal standpoint, I always wanted to play in Italy. Inter Milan always had a place in my heart, and the city, I love it. I love Milan. We can't help but disagree with Antonio here. Yes, Manchester United do need a new midfielder of Phillips' mold, but from a personal standpoint, this move has the chance to be a disaster. As a Leeds United legend and a current Manchester City player, a move to Old Trafford would be so controversial for Phillips, and the Old Trafford faithful may have a tough time accepting him as one of their own. In our view, a move to Newcastle would make more sense than a move across Manchester to join United. Where Phillips ultimately ends up this month remains to be seen. Liverpool and Manchester United, now £288,000 a week midfielder, prefers Manchester City transfer. Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool, Erik ten Hag's Manchester United, and Pep Guardiola's Manchester City want to sign Joshua Kimmich. That's according to the Daily Star, which has reported Kimmich's preferred club. So what has been reported about Liverpool, Manchester United, Manchester City and Joshua Kimmich? Let's take a look. Well, according to the Daily Star, Liverpool, Man City and Man United all are interested in signing Joshua Kimmich from Bayern Munich. Liverpool, City and United all know that Kimmich would cost £50 million in January, but the midfielder's value would drop to £25 million in the summer of 2024. The report has noted that City manager Pep Guardiola worked with Kimmich when he was the Bayern Munich manager and would love to bring him to the Etihad Stadium. The Daily Star has added that Josua, who can also operate as a right back, is aware he is a target for the English treble holders and having flourished under Guardiola at Bayern, would love to reignite their partnership. Liverpool and United, both now they are behind the Premier League champions in the race as the eight-time German title winner favors a switch to the Etihad. In my opinion, Manchester City have an advantage over Liverpool and Manchester United in the race for Joshua Kimmich. City have become the dominant force in England and won the UEFA Champions League last season. Kimmich is 28 now and is at the top of his game. I think that he would prefer to move to a club where he would have the most chance of winning silverware. The midfielder has been on the books of Bayern since 2015 and has won the Bundesliga 8 times, the Pokal on 3 occasions, and the UEFA Champions League once. If United can demonstrate a compelling vision and competitive edge, perhaps Kimmich might entertain the idea of joining their ranks. It remains to be seen who Kimmich will join in the end. As we wrap up today's Manchester United news, remember to stay tuned for daily updates right here on the channel. Don't miss out on the latest updates, so make sure to hit that subscribe button and give us a like if you found this information valuable. Your support means the world to us. Thanks for watching, and until next time, take care.